Right, door hinges on my motorhome. They're getting stiff and you can't really see it. It's not a very bright day today. But this kind of hinge is on a lot of caravans. And what I've done this morning, I've got a fly screen on mine. I can hear that. That's my fly screen hinges, and I've tried to get oil and stuff in them and I can't, so I've taken them off. So what I've done, right, this hinge here, a screwdriver because it's still stiff as belly out. How stiff that is. Right, that is in there with 2 screws, Phillips head. Now this hinge down here, I haven't touched this one yet, but there's 2 screws, and then this is pot rivet into this. So what I've done, I took the 2 screws out and I've drilled the 2 pot rivets out, and then I've got this packet of pot rivets, and I've got my pot rivet gun to put it back in, and this is the size rivet, and it goes in that hole, no worries. So I've drilled that out, and then didn't know what I was doing. This is only me trying. So I've tapped that down, and you can see pins showing. I'm trying to do this now with one hand. This is going to, you always need 3 hands when you're doing it. Right, so there's that. That leaves that. Now what I've discovered, if I get this out here, and this out, look how stiff this is. Now, if I do this, that is a great, that is in there, that's tight. You can see how tight this is. There we go. Right. Look at this bugger. Look at that long pin. Come on, he's coming. He's coming. Look at him, there he is. Look at that. Now that long pin goes through the door. That's the door hinge. And this is the, no, that's the door hinge. This is the screen, fly screen hinge. Look, that's the fly screen hinge. Well, that goes all the way up through there. How the hell can you get oil in that? You got no chance, have you? You squirt a bit of WD in here. I even went out to a motorhome place and they recommended this silicone seal to spray in. So I've been, for the last 6 months, been squirting this in here and in here, and made no difference whatsoever. So here we are taking it apart. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get a bit of emery cloth, and I'm going to clean that spindle, and I'm going to clean that little spindle, and then I'm going to put some oil on it, and I'm going to put it back in. So I'll come back to you in a minute with that. Right, I've run, doing this one-handed again. You can't do these things one-handed. I've run the emery cloth around that spindle and the small end here as well. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to stick my rag there. I'm going to stick this silicone spray nozzle, I'm going to stick it up inside this hinge all the way to the top if I can. Yeah, it's going all the way to the top. Give it a squirt, wash the muck out. Yeah, look at that muck coming out there. Right. Ah, look at that. Look at the muck going out of that. I don't know if you can see that. That's inside the hinge. Right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some oil. I mean, that's plastic. It's not rubber, it's some kind of plastic. Wonder if oil will be alright on that. Don't know. Oh, let's have a look down. Look down the hole. It's got plastic inside in there. Right, it's got a plastic liner. I wonder if oil will be alright in that. Better not. Might mess the plastic up. So I'll put some silicone spray on it. I'll put this back in with some silicone spray on it, and I'll have to do that without the camera. I can't do it holding it. I'll show it in a minute. Right, I've put it back in, washed it out, washed that muck out with the silicone spray, put the 2 screws back in the door. I've only put 1 pot of it in there. I'll do the other one in a minute. Look at that now. Look, the door moves on its own. This door's never moved on its own. Wow. Right. Gonna do this one now. This top hinge. I'll do the bottom one in a minute. I'll do the bottom one after. I've got 3 hinges on this door. So take these 2 screws out. Right. Drill these rivets out. What we got here? Same again, look. Right, so take these 2 screws out. It's very difficult doing things on camera, one-handed. I just dropped that one. Don't know how loose this top hinge is going to be. See the door moving. Right, that's the 2 screws out. Now, see how tight this one is. Oh my giddy aunt. Hang on, I've got that screwdriver. Oh, listen to that. I can't move that. Bloody hell. Oh, good grief. That's no one. Look at it. Right, I'm going to have to get the hammer and bang that out. Back to you in a minute. This is the top one. Now, the screen's just let go. And this is the bit that screws to the door. In them 2 screw holes in there, look. There he is, look at that. Wow. So that'd be the same that I want. I'll clean that out. I'll squirt some, I don't know if you can see, I can get to see in there. Oh, it's not going to see in there, are we? It's got a plastic sleeve in it. So, anyway, I'll clean this one up with some, yeah, there's dirt on it. I'll clean this up with some emery cloth. Right, here's the emery cloth I'm using. It's just a piece of strip. and I managed to get this top one was quite mucky, so I managed to get a fair bit of shine on that. Now then, this is me doing my hinges. This isn't me telling you how to do your hinges, because this is one of them videos where if you do it and you cock it up, like, don't come knocking on my door. If you have a go, it's dead easy. Now what I've decided I'm going to do, I'm going to do these every 6 months, because it's 2 rivets and 2 screws. And you can take the whole thing out, clean it, put some silicone spray on it, put it back in. I'm going to do it every 6 months. It's just too easy a job to be suffering with a door that creaks and grinds, and how infuriating is that? So it's just a matter of clean it up, squirt some silicone through the other bit, clean all the muck out, but as I say, at your own risk, yeah? Right, let's get the camera back, because this silicone spray is going to go on the camera, isn't it? I'm going to get that through there. Need that. Yeah, look at that muck coming up there. I'll get that in there. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's filthy. Oh, the crud that come out of there then. Right. Clean. Oh, there's the bottom one. I'll clean this one. Down here on the grass. Right, put it back together. Right, I just realised I'm cleaning this top hinge, and this little thing here, shape of the hinge, little cap on the top, he comes out. Look, he comes right out of there, look. And then there's a hole, so it goes right through. So you might be able to like take this out and like put some easing oil or something in there, and it might, only might, it's a big might, isn't it? It might go down through there, look. But I wouldn't think it would, because that was quite tight in there. I had to bang that out. So anyway, I've cleaned all that out. I'm going to put it back together now. Yeah, right. Here's the bottom one, and that's the pin that's come out the bottom one. And you can see through there. I don't know if you can, but there's a bit of dirt in that. This is the bottom one. I took that, but if you take that pin out, be very careful you don't snap it. I used a screwdriver and sort of like laboured it a little bit from one side, then a little bit from the other side, but I didn't want to snap him. So he goes in there, look, like that. He goes back in there, look, like that. But I'm going to clean that all out first. There is, when you put the door hinge back on, look, there's a channel there, and there's 3 little lugs. So when you put C back in there, make sure you line the 3 lugs up. Don't have it sitting either side of the channel. Right, top hinge is back together. Middle hinge is back together. Now I'm going to do the bottom one. So it's 2 rivets drill out, 2 screws come out. and a sharp bit helps. There we go. This one's coming out a little bit easier. Right, so there's the bottom bit. Undo these two screws. Some gunk on that one, I can feel it. Yeah, you can see it, it's turning. Somebody at some time has put some sealant in there. There might have been a loose screw. Now then, is this one going to come out? Ooh, it's feeling. Ooh, look at that. This is without the hammer. That's already showing. That's already coming out, huh? Oh my goodness, how easy is that one? Can't believe I'm doing that with my hand. I'm going to use the hammer, like it's going to take all day, but that one is just so easy compared to the others. No creaking noises in it either. Yeah, look at that. Quite clean as well. Right, I'll clean this one up like I showed you the other two. Right, so that's back together. I just had to drill another hole for this screw. There was some silicone or something in there, so it mustn't have been biting and somebody just put some silicone in. So I just drilled another hole, put that screw in. So it's 2 rivets, 2 screws on each hinge. I did each hinge one at a time so that I didn't lose position for the door. I did the middle hinge first, then the top hinge, and then I went down to the bottom hinge. And I've had this motorhome a year now. It's just coming up to its MOT date, so that is the best that this door has ever opened. And it's not took me an hour, including stopping to film and mess about with the camera. So I'm going to do that every 6 months. I'm just going to take them out, clean them up, put some, I might get some oil that's okay with rubber and plastics. I've just got an oil can that's got engine oil in it from various cars, so I'll get some proper oil and I'll put my cap back in. So I'll go in over the top. There he is. Give him a little. Make sure he's in. So what I used, a drill, Phillips screwdriver, an hammer. Oh, you've seen the hammer being used. Some pot rivets and my silicone spray. So that's what I've used. The job's took less than an hour and the hinges are working. So if you've got problems with yours and didn't know how to fix them, look at that. Oh, that's lovely. It moves on its own. Wow. Wow, very good. So, hope that's been of interest to you. It certainly has to me, because I've been wrecking my brain about it. I went to a motorhome place that sells and services them, and I said to him, what do I do about it? And he said, squirt some of that in, mate. And he charged me about £5.40 for that tin of stuff, and I've been spraying it in for 6 months. It's done no good whatsoever. So there's your answer, guys. You've got creaky hinges, an hour. I bet you could even, if you wanted, if you didn't have a pot rivet gun, I bet you could put some self-tapping screws back in there. Okay, cheers. Just putting my tools away into my outside locker, and I just looked at these hinges, same kind of hinges, so I reckon take these 2 screws out, and that's just going to split apart. So it'll be the same spindle in there. So if you've got a locker that's because I got these same hinges on my gas locker. So if you've got creaky hinges on your outside lockers, and these hinges, I reckon you take these 2 screws out and that's just going to knock out of there, so you better clean the spindle and put it back in. Just a footnote. Cheers.